Hi everyone, my name is Paula. Today we're going to a yoga class for back pain. So I know there's a lot of noise going on. Please don't mind. We're going to start today by doing sound healing or some breathing exercises with some, I guess like it's called sound therapy. So if you guys can still hear the drum and the crystal bowl, that will be perfect. Because right now there's like a lot of noise going on outside. We're going to start by inhaling from our nose. We're gonna take a deep breath as deeply as we can. We're gonna try to keep it at the top of our lungs, in our chest, bringing our shoulders back, and then slowly exhaling as deeply as we can from our nose. And hold our empty lungs for a few seconds. Once again, we're gonna keep repeating the whole cycle for a couple of times. We're gonna inhale, hold it at the top of your lungs. Exhale as deeply as you can. And hold your empty lungs. Once again, we're gonna inhale, taking a deep breath. Hold it at the top of your lungs. Exhale as deeply as you can. And hold your empty lungs. Inhale as deeply as you can. Hold it at the top of your lungs. Exhale. And hold your empty lungs. Inhale once again. Hold it at the top of your lungs. Exhale. And hold your empty lungs. Once again, inhale from your nose or mouth. Hold it at the top of your lungs. Exhale as deeply as you can. And hold your empty lungs. We're gonna do it for the last time. It's very windy today as well, so please don't mind the difficulties today. Sorry. We're gonna inhale one more time. Hold it at the top of your lungs. Exhale as deeply as you can. And hold your empty lungs. Okay. We're gonna take a big inhale from our nose. We're gonna keep our eyes open or closed. You can do whatever you want. It's your own practice. We're gonna inhale. So I think it's better if I put it on the floor. Okay. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Okay. So it doesn't move with all the wind going on. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Pay attention to the thoughts coming to your head and try to clear them away. We're gonna just focus on our breath. So once again, take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Concentrate on your breathing. Focus on yourself. maybe focus on the noises going on. Okay, we're gonna take one more big inhale. We're gonna hold it at the top of our lungs and exhale as deeply as you can. Okay. We're going to start our practice today. We're gonna start at the front of the mat. Okay. So if you're in a seated position with your legs crossed, you can bring your knees forward, walk your hands all the way in front of you, and then come to a tabletop position. Bring your knees off the mat and walk your feet towards the front. That way your legs are closer to your body and slowly come all the way up. Okay. We're gonna start by doing sun salutation A and we're gonna move to sun salutation B. So we're gonna start here at the front of their mat, bringing your hands to your heart center. Inhale, lift up your hands up to the sky. We're here in Tadasana in mountain pose, bringing our body into a standing position. Slowly exhale, bring your hands down, extend your legs, bringing your knees to a full extension. Make sure you do your practice to what your body allows you. So sorry about now, like I have a lot of stuff on my nose. You're going to hang here with your head down, bringing your hands right next to your feet. If you cannot touch the floor, you can grab your elbows and just hang here. Inhale, look forward to Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold. You're gonna make sure your back is extended and your legs are straight as well for this position or pose. Exhale, bring your hands down, bring your feet back or your legs back. You can bring your knees down, fall down to Chaturanga Dandasana or lower plank. Inhale, lift your shoulders off the mat, extend your legs and open your back and come to Urdhva Mukha Savasana, upward facing dog. Lift up your hips off the mat. If not, you can just do Bhujangasana by lifting your chest all the way up in Cobra. Exhale, come down to Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. You're going to make sure your legs are extended as much as your body allows you. You're going to also extend your arms. You're gonna imagine you're making a triangle shape with your body. You're gonna pedal your feet from side to side. And we're gonna stay here for 5 breaths in downward facing dog. Your feet can be hip width apart. Your hands are going to be shoulder width apart. We have 4 more breaths. You have 3, 2, and 1. Walk your feet towards the front of the mat. You're gonna inhale, bring your hands to the shin of your legs, extend your back, look forward to Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold. Exhale, bring your hands down, lower your head down, extend your legs, come to Uttanasana, standing forward fold, or you can just grab your elbows. Inhale. slowly lift up to the sky to Tadasana, mountain pose. And exhale, come to Samastiti. We're going to do it one more time. If you need to take a break, you can always come to child's pose or just take some water and resume the practice where you want to go. Okay, so starting with your hands in Samastiti, inhale, come to Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, come to standing forward fold or Uttanasana. Inhale, come to Ardha Uttanasana or half forward fold. Exhale, bring your hands down, bring your legs back. You can bring your knees down onto the floor to lower plank or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to Uddha Mukha Savasana or upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog or Adho Mukha Savasana. We're gonna stay here for 5 big breaths. So you're gonna make sure you try to stretch your legs as much as possible. You're gonna also look at your knees or the middle of the mat. That way you can expand more your back. We have 3 more breaths. And then we have 1 more. Walk your feet towards the front of the mat. Inhale, look forward to Ardha Uttanasana or half forward fold. Exhale, come down to Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, slowly lift up to Tadasana and exhale to Samastiti. Okay, now we're gonna do Sun Salutation B. So anytime that you need to drink water or take a break, you're more than welcome to do so. Excuse me. So, we're gonna start at the front of the mat for Sun Salutation B. Bringing your hands to heart center. Bring your feet right next to each other for Sun Salutation B. Inhale, bend your knees. Bring your hands up to the sky. Come to Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, extend your legs. Fall down to standing forward fold or Uttanasana. Inhale, place the hands on the shin of your legs. Look forward to Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold. Exhale, bring your hands down, bring your legs back. Fall down to Chaturanga Dandasana or lower plank. Inhale, come to upward facing dog, lifting up your hips of the mat or Uddha Mukha Savasana. Exhale, come to Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. We're gonna now inhale, lift up our right leg off the mat and slowly bring it towards the front. We're gonna make sure our back foot is diagonal to our body. Our front foot is looking forward. We're gonna bend our front knee and inhale once again. We're gonna square our hips towards the front, open up our chest, bring our arms up into Virabhadrasana 1 or Warrior 1. Exhale, circle back your arms down into the mat. Bring your leg back. You can bend your knees down and fall to Chaturanga Dandasana or lower plank. Inhale, come to Uddha Mukha Savasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, come to Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up your left leg off the mat and bring it forward right next to your left hand. Inhale. Oh, sorry. I forgot to mention, make sure your back foot is diagonal to your body. Bend your front knee. Inhale, lift up your arms up to the sky. Making sure your back leg is straight. We're gonna open to Virabhadrasana 1 or Warrior 1. Exhale, circle your arms down. Bring your leg back. You can bring your knees down. Fall to Chaturanga Dandasana or lower plank. Inhale, come to Urdhva Mukha Savasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, come to Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. We're gonna stay here for 5 big breaths. So we're gonna take advantage that we're gonna be here to stretch more into the pose. So we can pedal our heels into the mat so that we can stretch more the back of our legs. We have 4 more breaths. We have 3. We have 2. And 1. Walk your feet towards the front of the mat. Bring your feet right next to each other. Inhale, look forward, come to Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold. Exhale, come to Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Inhale, lift up, bend your knees, come to Utkatasana, making sure your arms are up in the sky, keeping your core engaged. Exhale, come to Samastiti. Okay, that was sun salutation B. We're going to do it one more time, and we're going to do a sequence for back pain to focus on that area of the back if we're having any problems. So we're gonna start again sun salutation B by bringing our hands to heart center. We're gonna bring our feet right next to each other. Bend your knees. Extend your arms up to the sky to Utkatasana, or your inhale. Exhale, extend your legs. Bring your hands down to the mat or just hang down here in Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Inhale, look forward, come to half forward fold or Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bring your hands down, bring your leg back, Chaturanga Dandasana or lower plank. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Savasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, come to Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. We're gonna now lift up our right leg with a big inhale and bring it all the way forward. We're gonna adjust our feet, making sure our front foot is looking forward and our back foot is diagonal to our body. Lift up to Virabhadrasana 1 with a big inhale. Exhale, fall down or circle your arms down to Chaturanga Dandasana or lower plank. Inhale, come to Urdhva Mukha Savasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, come to Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. You're gonna now inhale, lift up your left leg up the mat and bring it forward next to your hand. Inhale, lift up your arms to the sky and come to Virabhadrasana 1 or Warrior 1. Exhale, bring your hand down, bring your leg back, come to Chaturanga Dandasana or lower plank. Inhale, come to Urdhva Mukha Savasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, come to Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. We're gonna stay here for 5 breaths, so you can pedal your feet, bring in the heels of your foot all the way down to the mat or as far as it's accessible for you today. We have 4 more breaths. We have three, have four, you have two, and then one. My apologies about that. We're gonna now slowly walk our feet towards the front of the mat. We're gonna make sure our feet are next to each other. Inhale, bring your hands towards the chin of your legs, look forward. Exhale, bring your hands down right next to your feet and come to Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, lift up your arms to the sky to Utkatasana. Exhale to chirp. Exhale to Samastiti. Okay, so we finished doing sun salutation B. So now we're going to start our sequence for back pain. So we're going to come off from mountain pose and bring one knee down to the mat, and then the other one is going to follow. So I'm gonna switch sides so that way you guys can see me. So right now we're doing Virasana, which is hero pose. We're gonna keep our feet right next to our thighs. If this is accessible for you today, go for it. But if it's uncomfortable, we can just stay in Sukhasana, which is easy seated pose. And it's totally okay if you have to stay in this variation, because it's your own practice. So you do what feels better for you. So in Sukhasana or Virasana, we're going to now begin by doing a few cat and cows. So by switching to the other side, you can stay in the same place, so that way you guys can see a little bit better. We're going to begin inhaling as deeply as we can, opening our chest towards the front. This is cow. So basically opening your chest, inhaling, filling up your lungs as much as you can. And we're gonna now exhale. We're gonna round our back. We're gonna look into our stomach or navel. And we're gonna basically empty out all of our lungs and insides. So any air you also might have in your stomach. This might take a little bit of time, so try not to rush it. And once again, take a big inhale. Open your shoulders to the back. Exhale once again into cat. We're gonna do once again a big inhale. And exhaling as deeply as you can. Rounding our back. We're curving it. Okay, for the last time, I'm gonna take one big inhale in Sukhasana or Virasana. And then, once again, exhaling, emptying out all of our lungs. Okay. I'm gonna come back here in front of the camera. So, oops, my water bottle. We're gonna now move onto bound angle pose or cobbler's pose. It's basically Baddha Konasana. So you're gonna press the soles of your feet right next to each other. So you can bring your feet more forward. So depending on your practice, you can see where you are with your legs, but the more closer you bring them to your body, the more you're going to open up your hips. So it doesn't matter where you are right now. Important thing is that it doesn't hurt and it feels comfortable for you. We're gonna keep our back straight, so we're gonna try not to have it curved or hunched. So we're gonna keep our shoulders back, keeping our core a little bit engaged, not too much. We're gonna see if we can grab our feet with both hands. Open up at our inhale once again. And look all the way up. And slowly exhale. We're gonna now do a few cat and cows here in bound angle pose or in Baddha Konasana. So basically with your legs, you're gonna imagine you're making a triangle shape with your thighs and like lower legs. So you're making a diamond here, and it doesn't matter if it's like a big or small diamond. You know, the important thing is that you're feeling the stretch for yourself. Okay, we're gonna now do it 2 more times. Inhale, lifting up your chest up to the sky, bringing your shoulders back. Slowly exhaling, looking down your stomach, rounding your back or spine. Inhale for the last time in this position. One more time. Exhale. Okay, we're gonna stay still in this position with our soles of our feet touching against each other. If this feels too uncomfortable for you today, we're just basically going to come to Sukhasana. You can see which one feels more comfortable for you. And we're going to walk our hands as farther as away from us. So you're gonna stay here in the center. We're gonna take a big inhale and then a big exhale. We're gonna walk towards the right side, walking our hands onto the floor, taking a big inhale and a big exhale. We're gonna go towards the opposite side. One big inhale and a big exhale. We're gonna walk our hands towards the center and slowly walk them closer towards our body. Okay. From here, from Sukhasana, now we're gonna move into Child's Pose. So we just did a few stretches for our back. We're gonna untangle our legs from behind. And we're gonna open our knees as wide as possible. Ideally towards the sides of the mat. We're gonna try to sit in our feet, and if possible, if we can sit all the way down onto the mat, that's perfect. But if you feel like your lower back is a little bit up the mat, that's totally fine. Slowly, we're going to now walk our hands as farther away as possible from our legs in front of us. So we're now doing extended child's pose, Uttita Balasana. Walking our hands as farther as we can towards the front. We're gonna walk our hands now with a big inhale towards the right side. Gonna stay here for a few seconds while breathing in and breathing out. Focusing on your breath. And how's your body feeling at the moment? Now, inhale, walk back towards the center. Slowly inhale again and walk towards the opposite side. Gonna take a few breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Removing all of our thoughts from our head. Try to catch them coming through and then taking them out because we don't need them right now. Slowly, you're gonna go back to the center and walk your hands closer to your body. Okay, so right now we just did a big hip opener pose that also helped for our back. We're gonna now, basically, I'm gonna move towards this side. So we're here. We're gonna walk our hands towards the front and come to a tabletop position. We're gonna now do a few cat and cows once more time. We're gonna now take a big inhale. We're gonna look up to the sky and we're gonna curve our back here in cat. And slowly exhale. You can see your stomach. We're gonna empty it out little by little. Once again, take a big inhale. And exhale. We're gonna focus on our breath, feeling the sensation of our breath and our body. Inhale once again, curve our back into a cat. I'm kind of looking like a black cat right now. Exhale, back into cow. Oh wait, I'm doing the opposite. This is a cat. My apologies. So now we're doing cat. I mean, technically cats do both positions. Now, back into cow. Or like a happy cow. Inhaling as deeply as you can. And now, our last exhale here in cat, the correctly cat. We're gonna empty out our lungs, stomach, and come back to a neutral tabletop position. We can move our neck into circles from one side and then the opposite side. So now we're going to do, oh it's here, we're going to do half pigeon pose. So this pose is good for our hips and back. So basically, to do half pigeon, we're going to start in a tabletop position, or we can also do it from a downward dog. Gonna lift up our right leg and bring it forward while bending our knee. Gonna bring myself more back. Bringing the top of our foot all the way down onto the mat with our leg that is completely extended behind us. We're going to bend our front leg and keep them aligned. So basically, almost like if we're doing split Hanumasana, we're gonna keep this leg in front of our back leg. We're gonna push our front knee slowly and gentle. We can bring both hands on top of our knee and extending our back, bringing our shoulders back. Okay, so this is basically half pigeon. Here, depending on where you are with your practice, you can have your foot as farther as away from your body, so that way you can like work more on the complete extension of your leg for Hanumasana, basically, or so you can do a more open pigeon, half pigeon. So if you want to, you can see if you want to open or close it. So for the next one, we're going to do more extension. Okay, well now we're going to slowly take a big inhale, bring our hands up to the sky, and we're gonna do the extended half pigeon. We're gonna walk our hands all the way forward, and we're gonna press onto our knee with our upper body hanging here. I'm gonna stay here for a few breaths. And slowly, we're gonna walk our hands, bringing it on top of our knee. Open your chest. Inhale. Okay, and we're back in half pigeon. We're gonna now come to a tabletop position. So we can like lift up our back foot and press it onto the mat, so that way we can come to our tabletop. So lifting like this, bring our foot back and back to tabletop. So you can lift up your left leg, bend your knee, and bring it forward. You can also come from downward dog, bend your knee, and slowly shift yourself the same way into half pigeon. So we're gonna make sure our front leg is aligned with our back leg. We're going to extend our back leg completely, trying to keep our knee not bent. So sometimes we might tend to bend it a little bit, so we're gonna try to keep it extended. Placing the soles of our feet, not the soles, but the top of our feet down into the mat. We're gonna keep our front leg bent, pressing with both hands onto our knee. Open your shoulders back. Inhale, look up to the sky. Extend your back. We're gonna now open your hands up to the sky and slowly exhale forward. We're gonna stay here for a few breaths. We have 2 more breaths here. We're gonna feel the stretch on your upper back and lower back and legs. One more breath. Walk your hands closer to your body. Open your chest. Bring your shoulders back. Press the palm of your hands down onto your knees. Okay. Now we're going to press our hands down. Press your feet down. Bring your leg back. Bring your feet down. Come into a downward dog or Adho Mukha Savasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana or lower plank. Okay. Now we're going to do Dhanurasana. So we're going to prepare ourselves to this asana or pose. We're going to bring our hands right next to our chest. So we're opening our hands wide and we're gonna keep our elbows bent. Inhale, lift up to the sky, bring your shoulders back. We're here doing Cobra, Bhujangasana. So basically we're preparing our back for bow pose. Since it's a big stretch for our back, I'm gonna look forward or up to the sky or your ceiling. Slowly, you're gonna bend your elbows and bring your chest down. We're gonna now do a stretch for the lower part of our body. So we're gonna grab our feet, keeping our knee bent, and then the opposite feet as well. We're gonna do a big inhale and lift up slowly your legs. So you can stay here, just feeling how much you can stretch your legs as closer to your body. You can lift up your chest a little bit and then coming back down. Just remember to stay breathing, because sometimes if you forget to breathe, things get really harder when you're like trying to exercise. So we're going to let go of our feet. We can wave from side to side if you feel you need to stretch them a little bit more. Now, we're going to grab our feet once again and come to the full Dhanurasana. Inhale, lift up your chest off the sky, off the mat. Bring your feet up and just stay here in a baby bow, or you can lift up more your legs and chest off the mat. You can also come back down if you need to take a rest. We're gonna do it 2 more times. We're gonna now inhale, and you're gonna remember to go to your regular breath. So you're gonna continue breathing while you're doing the pose. Slowly coming back down. You can also let go of your legs. We're gonna do one more. So we're gonna now grab your ankles. We're gonna lift up our chest and lift up our knees off the mat. Or legs, if it's acceptable for us today. Slowly back down. Okay, so now we're gonna do one more Bhujangasana. Bring the top of our feet down onto the mat. Inhaling, lifting up your shoulders, extending your arms. You can look from side to side towards your feet. You can bring them closer to your body. I mean, closer to each other. My apologies about that. Slowly exhale and bring your knees towards the side into child's pose. And bring your head down. We're gonna take 3 breaths here. All right, so we're gonna now come into a tabletop position, lifting up our body, and we're going to now cross our legs and come into a easy seated pose. Bringing our legs in front of us, we're gonna slowly bring our back down to the mat and bring our hands right behind our body. So right now we're here in corpse pose or savasana or shavasana. You can stay in this pose if you liked, or you can also join me in sukhasana so we can finish today's practice with some sound healing and breath work. So we're gonna focus on our breath, breathing slowly, ideally just breathing from the nose. your eyes. We're gonna turn your body to your right side. Bring your elbow down to the floor and push off and come to a seated position. Okay, we're gonna now bring our hands to heart center. We're gonna close our eyes and close this practice with a big inhale and a big exhale and say namaste. Thank you so much for being here and doing this class with me. I'm very sorry for the technical difficulties. Also, it's like a little bit windy, so there's a lot of stuff going on. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this class. You guys can check out my Instagram. I like to share things there about poses and also food recipes. Thank you so much again. I really appreciate it.